So I've already got complete skin on the plug, lightly sanded, and the next layer is going to hopefully create a smooth finish. So I'm going to do the layup just by getting the plug wet and then pressing the glass onto the wet surface. And this will allow me to skip the 3M77 method of attaching the glass, which is always a sticky, gooey mess. I hate dealing with that adhesive. If you let the adhesive dry for a little bit, it's not so bad. But then you plug in, multiple drying times to the process, and that just makes everything take longer. So it's unattractive. So the idea here is to just get the glass applied roughly, and then I'll wrap it with a stretch wrap. And the stretch wrap will compress it and take any thick points or bad seams or whatever and make them lay down, hopefully. Make them lay down enough to be sanded anyway. So with any luck, there'll be enough resin on the plug here to fully wet out a couple layers of light glass. So let's try that. Alright, so here we go. And the glass can only conform to the compound curve just so much, so wherever it starts buckling and needs a dart or something, I could either cut in a dart or I could just cut the glass off. So just add more resin as needed with a dab of the finger. I'm just looking for complete coverage here. I think I'll try just cutting a dart where needed. The dart seems to work pretty well. So I think just one layer of this light glass will be enough to give me a decent finish. Assuming that the compression works okay. Got a couple little folds up here at the nose. Yeah. See if I can get that to lay down. Alright. So I'm not going to bother blotting this because the glass is so thin. It's just not going to hold that much resin. So, the wrap. Let's get a crank on the end of the axle here so I can crank it now. Alright, so let's just get this started. Do a couple wraps in the beginning just to get it started. See if we can pull against that without it slipping. Seems to be okay. So I'll start a bit of a spiral now. And the idea here is just to get compression. It won't necessarily be a smooth surface, but if it's compressed, it'll be sandable. And there's a lot of loose plastic here, but there is a band. And I see I've got a big bubble of glass up here that's just getting laid down nicely. So if you've got a lot of glass to lay down, you can just do extra wraps. I think I need to start on the other end. The taper of the fuselage affects how the wrap works. So I need to start at the small end. I have to do multiple wraps on that highly tapered nose. And you can just wrap as much as you like. You can't have too many layers of the wrap. I think maybe a hand-applied wrap might be better for the very highly tapered part. Alright, so I've got about a 30-minute cure on this. in the hot box. So the texture varies quite a bit. In the back it was a little rough, and then up towards the front here got a spiral texture to it, quite shiny. But one thing is clear is that it's compressed rather nicely, and it should sand down pretty good. So I'll sand it with 120 grit and a soft pad. So I've got the fuselage blocked up, and I'll put a line for the bottom of the canopy. So I'd like to see if I can burn out that dowel. Certainly can burn out the fiberglass as well. So try and work carefully. Here we go.